Okay, this is Richard here, and we're going to practice making a bow hand. So let's really quickly take that thumb and tap it again to your middle finger, right on the corner there. That's the part that's going to touch up inside the bow. It's going to touch on that brown part. You see that brown part there? That's in between the black grip and the black frog. That's very important because a lot of kids mess up and they stick their thumb like way inside the frog. It doesn't go inside the frog. It goes touching on its little corner right on the brown part. So we're going to try something. We've set the bow here on a music stand. That's close to where it would have to be height level to where he's going to be playing. Now I want you to take your violin hand and I want you to just hold it on the stick of the bow so that the bow doesn't go flying off, just holding it still, okay? So you have a music stand at home, he's going to do that at home. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make your fingers all soft, is I want you to take your hugger fingers and I want you to wrap them around the middle of the bow. You have 1, 2, 3 knuckles on these fingers. The first knuckles are going to wrap all the way around, and the second knuckles will be around the top. If you have your fingers up like this is way too high. They don't sit on top of the bow. They wrap around. Okay? Does that make sense? So then we're going to take your thumb. Actually, we'll just say this guy. Your first finger should go somewhere on the grip, maybe towards the top of the grip. I can't say exact because everyone's bow is a little bit different. But you have these 2 knuckles on this finger. This one goes in between those 2 knuckles. A lot of kids mess up. What they do with this finger is they get it going way over too far, and then it's like hooked in the bow. We don't want that. For Richard, he's going to be probably a little closer to his silver. There should definitely be a separation between your first finger and your second finger. If they're touching like this, it's too close together. Okay, then we're going to take your thumb and we're going to stick it on the inside there. And you're going to have to kind of feel, because I don't know if you can even see. Can you see the little brown spot in there? Can you see it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, well now you have to put your first finger back. And then here's the tricky pinky. The pinky sits up on the top and it has to be curved. I think the pinky should go fairly close to this first finger. Some teachers say to put it way out here and even on the screw. I definitely don't think it goes on the screw. But here's the problem, is if you're too far away from your third finger, your fourth finger is smaller than your third finger, it's probably not going to be curved. You need it soft and curved. And the other thing I always say is that you might have to take that little piece of, like between your skin and your fingernail, and you might have to put one of those edges. It's an octagonal shape there. You might have to put one of those corners like kind of in there to sort of keep it on there. I use that little part between my nail to kind of keep it on there. So now this looks really good, except for this guy went back into that, what I call the bird claw. We don't want the bird claw. He needs to be a little bit more in between these 2 joints, not like in there. If he's like this, like he's around a bird perch, nope, like that. Right now we're resting the bow on the stand because I don't want him to actually support the bow. And the other thing is his thumb is now not bending it straight. Do you feel I fixed it? Okay, so once you feel like you have the perfect bow hand, let's pick it up and then let's hold it up in the air. And oh. And make sure your thumb is nice and soft. Nice and soft. Excellent. So then what you're going to do is you're going to set it back on the stand and you're going to start over again. Shake your hand out and then we're going to make another bow hand from start to finish.